Hey lovies, welcome back to another video. So this video is brought to you by One More Hair, guys, and I wanted to see if I can do the ultimate challenge. I'm sure people have done it before, but I wanted to try with One More Hair. So they sent me this 613 hair. You guys know bags are very important to keep your hair in, and I'm going to show you guys how it came. It is 26 inches, and I'm going to open it so we can see what we're working with. Okay, first and foremost, guys, I do want to say that this hair is so lovely and it took the color very well. So starting off, I'm going to be using my Got To Be spray to cover the lace just so that it doesn't tint the lace. I don't want my lace tinted, so I'm using the Got To Be spray. I did about 2 layers over the entire hair. Now, guys, I bought these boxes of dye from the Dollar Tree, and they were only $1. And I was super surprised at the way everything came out because I bought these for $1. I only got 2 packs because I didn't want to get too much. I don't want the color to take too much, but I didn't want it to take well. So we're just going to open up the developer box, and then I'm going to be pouring the color. I believe this is a color. I'm going to pour this inside the container. Pour as much as you can inside of there. Squeeze all of it into the box, guys. As you guys know, this is very necessary when you have box dye. You can't use one or not use the other one. You have to use both. You pour it inside, and then you're going to shake it up very well. As you're shaking it, guys, you may notice that it warms up. It's going to warm up. Also, the color is going to change from white to whatever color that you're picking, you know, a darker color. And it should warm up, guys. Just keep shaking it until you get the color of the dye box. Well, the dye that it says is going to be. Just keep on shaking it. It warms up and it changes color over time. So I did too, like I told you guys before, and it came out with this beautiful color, guys. It's looking more purplish, but I understand now why it looks purple. You need the color darker. So, guys, I am taking a bowl in hot water, guys. I boiled this water. I let it sit for about 2-3 minutes, and then I just poured it inside my bowl. Now, this is a big bowl container. I feel like using warm water helps a lot with the coloring process. I'm just going to go ahead and open both containers, and I'm going to squeeze everything inside of the bowl. Now, if you want, you guys can add water inside that container, shake it up a little bit more, and pour it into there again. But I did not add that. I just did both of these containers, dropped it in there. It's very important that you put as much as possible because you want the hair to change. Some people use bigger containers when they're dyeing their hair. I just feel like this container is better because it's more enclosed, and every piece or string of hair is going to get got inside of it, you know. Guys, it's very thick. As you guys can see, it's super thick, but we're going to deal with that thickness right now because we want it to blend very well with the water. Make sure you get everything that's inside the container. So I just bought this whisk from Dollar Tree as well. I'm going to use it to turn my liquid, and this is the color that is giving me a very vibrant color, guys. I'm super excited to do this. First I thought like maybe this won't work, come on, box dye, but actually it works like perfectly well, and the color sits like my wig is still the color. So make sure you mix it very well because again, the developer and the dye, that it was actually a thick consistency, like more Play-Doh or something like that. So I just kept mixing it very well. And the fact that it was warm, it kind of helped dissolve it. So we're going to place our wig in, guys. I'm taking the end of the wig first. I'm going to use the whisk also to push down the hair so that it gets wet everywhere. And I'm just going to do that repeatedly throughout the whole wig. So we're pushing it down, making sure that it gets inside there. Also, guys, it's not going to tint the lace. You guys were thinking it's going to tint the lace or it's going to tint the cap. It didn't tint my cap, which is very good. I think because it's water. I don't know. But when you're doing this, guys, take your time because I'm just pressing it down little by little. I want to make sure all my strings get touched. That's the biggest thing. It should, because it's inside water, and water, as you guys know, touches everything. You're not going to go jump in water and it don't touch your feet or something, you know. Water touches everything. So the lace came out perfectly well as well, but I am taking my time, and I just wanted to show you guys this process. I mean, I guess you can kind of see that the hair is already turning. Like maybe if I would have took it out now, it would have been pink, but I didn't. I let it sit, and I'm just making sure that every hair is deep inside the water, like everything is touching the water. I'm going to use my cap to enclose it because remember, it is warm water next to hot, so the more you close it, the better, guys. Remember, 20 minutes is what I kept this on for. Keep it on for at least 20 minutes. It's very essential, okay? So guys, we are going to be doing a nice lay down, but I'm not going to be doing the don't cap method. I'm just going to put it on to protect my hair. I did put some foundation over the lace, and could you guys see this beautiful color? This is a color that it came, and I'm in love. Yes. This is a beautiful color. I was super surprised when I saw this color. I was like, what? This is what I got. I'm watercoloring everything from now on. It's less hassle watercolor. Okay. To stick the lace down, I will be using my Got To Be spray. You guys know I don't really use glue that much. I use glue sometimes, but most of the time this Got To Be spray works for me. If I tie my hair down, it works. I'm using the blow dryer on what, Lovies? High heat. Blow dry on high heat. It gets the job done. Okay. So if it burns a little bit, just move it away from it, because you don't want it too much on, you know, your skin if it's burning especially. So I'm going to go ahead and cut with the scissors, guys. Normally I don't cut with scissors, if you guys know me, but I'm going to cut with scissors this time because I want it to be very close to the lace. It doesn't matter about the ends or the rigid ends, because this is going to be a nice parted wig. I will show you all. So I am cutting the lace, guys. I also took some gorgeous pictures on Instagram. I will upload them to Instagram, guys. Make sure you check them out. The hair came out gorgeous. I don't even know what else to say, but the hair is beautiful. The box dye definitely works. Thank you one more, because some hair does not dye, and this hair took it very, very nicely. If you guys can see, it's so vibrant. Working on my edges now. I'm moving on. I'm going to be doing 2 swoops. I feel like when I have straight hair, I'm not going to do too much swoops on my straight hair because the hair is straight. Instead, I'm just doing a swoop on both sides. So I will be parting out the hair, and then I'm going to also spray more Got To Be spray, because we want the hold to be strong, right? On both sides. And then I will be tying this down. Now, the reason why I'm tying this down, because I want this to lay nice. So people think like, oh my gosh, that's her real hair. That is nice. I'm laying out my silk scarf, guys. The next step that we're going to go ahead and do is figure out what are we doing with this hair, Sierra, okay? What are we doing? Are we curling it? Are we straightening it? And me, I wanted to straighten this hair so that I can show you guys the length and how gorgeous it looks straightened. So I'm using my flat irons, and I'm going to go ahead and straighten this hair. Everything came out gorgeous. As I said before, I'm in love with this hair. I am using the wide tooth comb because my hair was tangled. I don't want to pull out any extra hair, like that was unnecessary. I will go in with my fine tooth comb though, because you guys know that I do use that, but just for the bare minimum, I did use the wide tooth comb to comb it out. And our edges are laid. Now I'm going to cut my edges and style them. Some people don't do it this way, but I decided if I do it this way, then kudos to me, right? I'm just putting gel on my hair, and then I'm going to be using the end of the edge brush to go ahead and do my 2 swoops that I said I was going to do. You guys can use whatever you like to use for your edges, but I use this, and sometimes I flip the edge brush back and forth. Now my part was already down my middle, but I wanted to make it more sharper, okay? With color hair, you see the part very boldly, you know where it is. Again, guys, pressing comb, make sure you add this to your collection. It is very important because it goes deeper than a flat iron can go, and I just feel like it's super, super important when it comes to styling your hair, especially straight hair. So I just flattened that out, guys. Moving on, I am going to spray Got To Be spray on the top of my hair just to make sure that everything stays into place. I hate when my hair have little strings of hair popping up or it's just like out of place. I'm like, girl, do some with that. It looks tacky, okay? Do some with that, all right? Again, you guys know I like the bump look on my wigs. I think it looks more natural. Do you? If you don't, well, this is what I like. I am going to be blow drying it, and boom, voila. Now, this is the part that I was talking about where I am going to be using my flat iron and the comb. Now, this is my fine tooth comb. Now, this helps me when it comes to flat ironing, and I want to show you guys this part. Make sure you comb and then flat iron. It's called the chase method. Not a lot of people comb and then flat iron. Some people do. You see what I just did? They flat iron it and then they comb it. I don't think that's a good idea to flat iron and then comb it. As you guys see, I comb it and then flat iron it. It just works better. If you guys can see this side compared to this side, we are doing a thing one more. Yes, we are. And yes, this hair came out so beautiful. I'm in love, 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 love. Thank you guys again for sending me this. Now my flat irons, they go to 466. They have some that are more than this. What I'm using to make my part a little bit more sharper is my concealer. My concealer is a lighter color than me, of course. And guys, make sure that it is light colored than you because your scalp is lighter than your skin. Like your scalp doesn't see much sun, so it's lighter than your actual skin. And yes, I'm singing and feeling myself because I said this hair is it is to die for. Yes, honey. Okay. Yes, guys, box dye does work. I've got a lot of questions asking me, does box dye work? Can I dye it with the box? Girl, I went to the lowest of the lowest. I mean, it ain't the lowest because I've used it before. Box dye works. And look at the color. It's so gorgeous. Once again, box dye works. This hair, it's beautiful. It took the color well and it flat irons perfectly. As you guys can see, my hands are going straight through it and it just moves with life. As you guys can see, it is 26 inches, as I said before. And it's just gorgeous. I love it, love it, love it. Again, if you guys have any questions or anything pertaining to the hair, go ahead and drop them down below. The hair took very nice to the color. The hair, I love straight hair. Straight hair for me is a go-to. It brings out my face a little bit more. And I will be rocking this look a lot, okay? Again, guys, be sure to go ahead and purchase this hair. If you guys want to do a color or styling with watercolor, box dye, go ahead and purchase this hair. I love you all so very much. I will definitely see you guys in my next video. Bye, lovies.